piece of shit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go! I'm here tonight to introduce to you my guest, and that is...
Minikoju.
And we're going to be talking about Fantastic Four, the films, and what we think of them, and what we could critique or make better. The inconsistencies, the plot holes, and such and forth. Here we go. The plot.
The plot. Do you want to give the brief explanation?
You can do it.
Okay, so, Reed Richards is a scientist, not doing too well, and he kind of wants to,
He wants to venture into space for scientific accomplishment, yet he has budget cuts and all that. He owes a lot of money to Doom Corp or whatever company. I'm sorry if I'm stepping over you, but, you know, step it up, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's pretty much bankrupt, and Doom says that he can...
Help him.
He'll, hire him, essentially.
Yeah. So, like, the four of them, we all know who they are. If you're listening to this, you're a comic book fan. We don't need to explain who they are. You know, Ben Grimm, Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, the Fantastic Four themselves. They get shot into space, into a space station. Doom tries to propose to Sue, yet before that just happens, right? Cosmic rays hit the space station, and everything goes to hell. They get back to Earth. Somehow, this tragic event, the space station gets destroyed, and somehow Doom Corp becomes bankrupt, even though it's already built. There's a plot hole right there, but let's not go with a plot hole counter right now, but, there you go.
Yeah.
We'll be here all day. They get back. They discover they have powers. Very fantastic and inconceivable, yet we're supposed to buy it because it's a comic book movie. And Doom gets powers, though very like in the Fantastic Four Ultimate Universe. His skin becomes all metallic and he can control metals and electricity and all that. And they try to stop Doom, and all through the whole kind of stories that... No, they don't try to stop Doom. He's kind of more in the background. But the whole part is that Doom is trying to get revenge on his boardroom members and all that because his company's going under and he might get, like, deported or something. I don't know. And what else? They try to get rid of their powers through the whole movie. That's about it.
Or we could have just said that it's the origin story.
Yeah. I don't know. I like taking the hard way.
Yeah, biased-wise, I hate this film because they completely messed up what I wanted from Doctor Doom.
Well, it's Fox Studios. What do you expect?
Yeah, I suppose. But unbiasedly, this film is mediocre.
Yeah.
But then again, it didn't have that much to stand up against. Before this film had come out this year was Batman Begins, which is pretty damn good.
Yeah, it really set a standard for that time in the early 2000s.
And then Elektra.
Well, that kind of kicked it right in the balls and then teeth.
So you'd think after that, Batman Begins and then Elektra, you think that's the order it went. You'd think that this would have been
It would balance things out again.
Yeah, but it really was just...
It was a meh. M-E-H. Meh.
Very meh.
But,
what's your opinion on the casting?
I forget the guy who did Reed Richards. His name totally blanks from my head, but I knew he was in King Arthur. I liked him. I thought he was pretty good. I enjoyed him, but Jessica Alba as Sue Storm is like, it's really cringeworthy. I didn't really like her at all. From this movie until the sequel, her eyes turned blue for some reason.
Yeah.
That was like whoa, because she's like part Latino and she has like a really kind of tint of her skin in her eyes. The contrast's very like jarring to look at.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny Storm, Chris Evans, perfect casting. I really liked them. But one thing I found out was really funny is that he had to cut his hair short because the CGI crew couldn't have his hair long like they do in the comics because the flames wouldn't work well. They couldn't do it. Yeah. But as Michael Chiklis as the Thing, I liked him, but I always pictured the Thing a lot bigger, like 7 feet at least.
Yeah.
And he's shorter than Jessica Alba in this movie.
Which is kind of...
You know, because when you see the Thing fight the Hulk, right, they're almost around the same. Like, the Hulk's got at least a couple inches or half a foot on him, you know, and just seeing that is kind of funny. Ugh.
Yeah. My opinion on the casting was... the guy who played Mr. Fantastic. Again, I've forgotten his name. I think he's a Welsh actor.
Yeah.
I recognize him as Hornblower, Horatio Hornblower. And I literally loved that the series of TV things. It was kind of like a Sharp, kind of, if you know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
No, it was basically kind of a...
We don't get BBC here.
Yeah, C kind of thing. But anyway, I really enjoyed him in that. I thought that was really good. It was based on kind of novels, but I really enjoyed him in that, and I thought this was going to be pretty good because you can't really say that he had a big part in King Arthur. Personally, I didn't care for that film.
No.
But I thought he kind of worked, kind of, as Mr. Fantastic, but meh. Jessica Alba, I've always imagined Sue Storm being a motherly figure.
She's a soccer mom, not the... She is. She is a lot more, I think she's kind-hearted and conservative kind of woman, like very old-fashioned.
Yeah,
with that kind of short hair, kind of curly kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, rather than, tight-skinned suit-wearing...
Stuck-up of a cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I felt off her. She always given this kind of snarl in her eyes, and just like she's always like shaking her head in disapproval.
Yeah. Just generally the way that the character was written, I think, was just wrong. Like, she was probably one of the big reasons why people came to this, merely just because of the suits.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four War. I kind of have the same issues with you about Michael Chiklis, in the sense that I've always imagined Thing being at least 7 or 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
But still, even at that height, being stumpy, so still being pretty damn wide.
Yeah.
Of course, 8 feet would actually make him pretty damn huge.
Even in the comics, there's inconsistencies about his height. In the Marvel database in 616, he's 6 feet, 500 pounds, which I think is bullshit. Because, like, a lot of people, even on the team, like, Reed Richards are 6'1" or 6'2". And in the Ultimate Universe, I really like it. They make him 7'5", 1,500 pounds. which I would go for that, because that would take on the Hulk pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but I thought, other than just the way that he looked, he pretty much had the whole character thing down pretty well. With
the old kind of Queens accent or something like that, or type of, Brooklyn kind of sort of accent, really gruff. I really like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then you had Chris Evans, who, just the best guy in that whole film.
He's probably he's the highlight of the film. I'd say that watching him do his thing is just fantastic.
But he plays almost exactly the same character in The Losers.
Well, that's how what's his name, Jensen, is written.
Yeah, but even though that's how he's written, it's still kind of, he's being typecast as this guy.
Smart ass, slick guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and people who get typecast like that get into the feel of that role, and they kind of just keep playing it over and over again.
They play it safe in their acting career when they keep on doing that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see what he'll do as Captain America.
I don't know. I had no idea who would play Captain America. I always thought in my head, who would play Captain America? He has to be big. I'm like, John Cena. No. I don't know. I don't know who could play Captain America because he's a big guy and he should be like a conservative, moderate Republican kind of guy. Not really sure who.
Yeah, there aren't really many people who kind of fit both the character and the
Build.
hmm
Yeah.
Because he needs to be pretty tall as well.
Yeah, like Cap's like 6'4" at least.
Yeah, I've always imagined him being pretty damn tall. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm 6'2", and I'm like,
Ah, you bastard, you're an inch taller than me. Eating your damn healthy eel pies.
and then we have Julian McMahon.
Quiet.